Many people think being rich means showing off with fancy cars, expensive watches, or posting pictures from amazing vacations. But the truth is, really wealthy people don't usually act this way. They live well, but their confidence comes from knowing they have financial freedom, not from what others think of them. Real wealth doesn't just happen. It takes hard work, smart choices, and lots of patience. It's a long road, but you can get there. If you look closely, you might already be on this path without realizing it. In this easy-to-read guide, I'll share 12 clear signs that you're building a strong base for financial freedom. If you want to learn more about managing your money, saving wisely, and making good investments, try following trusted websites or channels like Licenario and turn on notifications for new tips. 1. You don't need to show off your money. Lots of people spend too much to look successful. They buy costly clothes, take loans for the newest phone, or pay for trips over many months just to seem rich. But when you understand how money works, this stops making sense. You know, looking rich doesn't make you rich, and spending to impress others feels like a trap. Instead, you spend on things that help you grow, like learning new skills or saving for the future. For example, instead of buying a new car every 2 years to look cool, you keep your current car and use the money to buy stocks or take a class to earn more. 2. Your money makes money for you. Most people work hard for their money, but there's a point when you learn to invest and your money starts working for you. This can happen with savings accounts that pay interest, stocks that give dividends, or properties you rent out. The key is that you don't need to work all the time to earn. For example, if you put money in a real estate fund, it pays you every month without any effort. This is called passive income, and every bit helps you get closer to financial freedom. 3. You have more than one way to earn money. Depending on just one job is risky. If you lose it or the company fails, you're in trouble. Smart people know this and find other ways to make money. You might have a regular job but also do side jobs, sell things online, rent out a property, or get money from investments. These extra sources protect you if something goes wrong and help you save more. For example, if your job pays us $3,000 a month and you add us $1,000 from an online shop and use $500 from investments, you're less reliant on your job. 4. You keep your spending in check, even when you earn more. It's normal to want nicer things when you make more money, but many people mess up by spending as much as they earn or more. They get a raise and buy a bigger car or go on a fancy trip, leaving no savings. If you get a raise and still live the same way or save more, you're doing it right. For example, if you get a use $1,000 raise and save you $700 of it, keeping your usual lifestyle, you're building real wealth over time. 5. You're ready for surprises. Life can throw curveballs like a broken car, a family member needing help, or a sudden medical bill. If you can handle these without borrowing money or using credit cards, you're in good shape. Having an emergency fund, enough to cover 6 months of bills, is a big part of staying financially safe. For example, if you have savings for 6 months, you can stay calm and figure things out even if something bad happens. 6. You work for more than just paying bills. Too many people are stuck in a cycle. Work, get paid, pay bills, and start over with nothing left. This is called the rat race. If you're saving some money, investing, or dreaming of bigger goals like quitting a job you hate, you're on the right track. Freedom starts when you feel like you're building something, not just getting by. For example, if you save 20% of your paycheck each month and think about how it can help you leave a bad job, you're creating a better future. 7. You choose things that make money over things that cost money. Knowing the difference between things that make money, like stocks or rental properties, and things that cost money, like fancy cars or designer clothes, puts you ahead. Things that make money are called assets, and things that cost money are called liabilities. It's okay to have some liabilities, but focusing on assets builds your future. For example, instead of spending $5,000 on a new phone, you could invest in a company's stock, which might be worth much more in 10 years. 8. You plan for the future and avoid quick money tricks. Offers of fast cash or huge profits in a short time sound great, but are usually scams. People building financial freedom know getting rich takes time. You focus on steady progress instead of risky shortcuts. For example, you'd skip a deal promising 20% returns each month and choose a safe investment, like a fund that grows slowly but surely, because safety matters more than greed. 9. You use the power of growing money. Money that grows over time, called compound interest, is a secret to building wealth. If you invest $500 every month at 10% interest in 20 years, you could have overused $380,000, with more than half coming from interest. Understanding this helps you see how small savings can turn into a lot. If you start early, time helps your money grow even more. 10. You think carefully about money. You don't buy things without thinking anymore. You check prices, plan before borrowing, and look for better options. You learn about money and know that how you handle it is as important as how much you earn. For example, before buying something on a whim, you ask, will this help or hurt my goals? If it hurts, you don't buy it. This smart thinking keeps your money decisions on track. 11. You want freedom, not just to retire. You don't want to wait until you're old to enjoy life. You want freedom soon, time to do what you love, work where you want, and with people you like. You save and invest to not need a paycheck or government help. For example, you might plan to have enough money by age 45 to live without depending on anyone. This goal of freedom keeps you going every day. 12. You value your time. Like your money. Time is something you can't get back. When you stop wasting it on things like too much social media and focus on learning or growing, you understand what wealth really means. You spend time improving yourself, which helps both your money and your life. By treating time as carefully as money, you live a fuller, happier life. If you see some of these signs in your life, even just a few, you're doing great. Building wealth isn't about luck or being super smart. It's about sticking with it, making good choices, and knowing where you want to go. Every little step counts, and the best time to keep going or start is now. Wealth means having the freedom to live how you want. If you like this guide, learn more from places like the Passport to Wealth website and check for new tips every week. Best wishes, and see you next time.